Good morning, everyone. Oh, I hope everyone is doing well. The destruction going on with natural disasters is it makes people's heart heavy when they're not helping, when they can't get to those people and help. I have not heard anything from my couponing buddies up north. They haven't contacted me about a truck going down. I'm certain that within the next few days they probably will. The women's shelter also emailed me. I haven't checked out the email yet, so they have some needs going on. We'll see what their needs are today. So being a couponer has really been helpful for giving, but my supplies will only last so long, and it's dwindling. So either I'm going to have to get back into couponing really, really hot and heavy in order to help others, or I'm going to have to stop donating. And I hate that idea. We're working with the Blue Egg Project right now, and I'm really excited about that. I may see if the women's shelter needs eggs, and maybe this week, instead of taking to the other pantry again, because we've already donated 10 dozen eggs between two food pantries, maybe take a few dozen up to, the women's shelter. That might be helpful. So that's what's going on. We've got an emergency to get trees away from the fence that have fallen. So I've got to call out for that. Um, so much going on. I need to get my incubators cleaned up. I need to get my hummingbird feeders ready to rock and roll. Get all of that. Thursday is spring, right? That means mushroom season will be soon. Okay, so we're doing that. I'm getting the garden spot ready. I got to pull up all my fence and my fence posts, bring them all up here, and then show my husband what I'm looking at so that he can help me drag planters around. All the planters that were in behind the little building have to come up here because Solomon is just tearing them, tearing them, and tearing them. So I'm going to have to bring all of my pots back up here to put in that very small spot, and I think it's going to turn out really cute. I am going to get some house paint at one point in time, and we're going to mellow some of those plastic colors down, the bright yellows or blues or greens or whatever they are. We're going to just kind of calm the color so that way that the plants, it looks better behind the house. I need to pull all of the stuff out of the front of the house once I get that done, because I have baby cradles, baby beds, baby cradles. I think that's what they are. I've got all of them on the front porch and around the front porch, and we're going to put them into the garden spot and clear out the front of the house. I want to do something different on that porch. I would like to grow maybe some shade plants on the front porch, maybe some Boston ferns hanging. So I'm going to change the whole decor in the front. I started doing something a while back, but I just never finished it, and so the front of the porch looks really bad. So I'm going to start moving all that stuff to this area back here for our garden. What else is going on? We're going to plant our tater for a happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to plant several potatoes today. You're always supposed to plant one for good luck on St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to plant all of the ones that I took out of what I saved all winter, and I'm going to plant those today. I have red, yellow, and russet. So that's going to be kind of fun. I normally do that every year. I always plant one somewhere, and I think I know where I'm going to plant those two, or I don't know how many, there's 8 or 9 potatoes out there to plant, not 2. But I have 2 planters where I'm going to put some in the planters, and then I'm going to put some in the ground. So it's kind of be back and forth. So that way I can get my new potatoes. It won't take very long for them, and I'll pull them out of the container and then plant something else in the container. Does that make sense? There's a lot going on, and I am cold. It is very cold out here. So we're also working on, of course, garbage, cat box, laundry, dishes, all of that stuff today. I pulled out a ribeye steak. I'm going to cut it up and make some beef and broccoli to go with some lo mein noodles or rice. I haven't decided yet. So let's get to it. You ready? As you know, I am absolutely anti-Trump all the way. I am Constitution and democracy all the way, which makes me anti-Trump because he is not for the democracy and Constitution of this country. I'm just saying. So while we had these disasters going on, and while people were dying and suffering and trying to find a place to stay and get warm or whatever, what was Donald Trump doing? He was golfing. And he claimed that he won the championship at his golf course. Whatever. Donald Trump cannot be the best golfer at his golf course. I've seen some of his shots. Yeah. So that's what he's doing. He also was selling Berkin purses. Have you ever priced a Berkin purse? So you have people suffering, dying. You have people that are scrimping to save, to make money, to try to survive. He's out selling Teslas. He's golfing. He's at a Berkin party. And he's talking about himself like he's a king. He doesn't have to listen to federal judges, so on and so forth. I bet you would have to listen to a federal court. I bet you would have to listen to a state, county, or municipality. He thinks he's above the law, the Constitution. And he's not giving a crap about anyone right now suffering in any natural disaster or any kind of financial disaster situation right now. That I can't understand how people can be okay with that. While people are suffering, while people need, he's golfing and having Birkin parties. Have you, like I said, have you ever priced a Birkin purse? You know, I'm a huge Real Housewife fanatic. I just saw Tut, so I'm a little more relaxed because once I see him, I'm like, okay, he's not fighting. But anyway, I'm a Real Housewives fan. Some I like more than others, and some I watch like religiously or even watch over and over and over again when they do the marathons. My husband doesn't understand it. He's like, what do you have in common with these women? And I'm like, we're women. I could have easily been a housewife. I could have easily married wealthy. Oh, I didn't choose that. Quite the opposite. All right. The heart makes you do things that, you shouldn't do. But it's insane that your president, our criminal king, and when you say it like that, it makes sense because he doesn't care about the peasants. He's still asking for money. He's still telling you lies. And then he congratulates himself about being a great golfer by winning the competition at his golf course while people are dying. Birkin purses instead of clean water and food and shelter. That is a horrible realization. When you realize that your criminal king cares nothing about you. He just likes the prestige of being the president. Well, this time he kind of ran to stay out of prison, right? Exactly. Elon Musk would have also probably been in courts. But he annihilated all of those departments that were investigating him. So, here you go. Trump selling Tesla cars, Birkin purses, winning golf championships while people are dying. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I am absolutely freezing, and I need to get back in the house. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Make sure you wear your green.